we have just opened up the doors to the public. I am so excited. We have just arrived back from America less than 24 hours ago, so we're a bit jet lagged, plus then it was the time change. Anyway, I don't even know what time it is right now, but what I do know is that we have our first tour about to happen. So there's people coming to the gardens, and those are the 3 or 4 people. It's all right, usually we'll have 16, but it's the first day, and it's March, that are coming on the first ever house tour in 2025. Now I'm gonna spin this around. I've been frantically putting pictures back up, but the hall looks like a hall. So these are our Cromwellian chairs that were originally in our family ancestral seat, Hinchingbrook. There's a refectory table. So pretty much all the furniture you see here, I'll give you a nice shot, came from Hinchingbrook, and in particular, this is the chair that Charles II sat in supposedly on his way back from exile. The reason that we have this chair is because Edward Montague, and I'll spin it around very slowly, Edward Montague, he was in charge of the ship that brought Charles II back from exile to be crowned king. There you go, and that is why we have the title of Earl, because of him and because of the person that supposedly sat in that chair in 1660. All right, I'm walking to the coach house now, and there's people there. We get excited when we have people. People are in the house on the first tour. I'm sorry I didn't show the chaoticness of this morning, but it was chaotic. I've just arrived back, as I said, but made it. And William's working in the cafe, so I'm gonna go say hi to our son, but people are coming. Well, I mean, I shouldn't sound surprised, but it is day 1 and it's still March. So, but yeah, wow, it looks great inside. I can't wait to show you. You are live on YouTube. Not really, but it goes.
Amazing.
Happy open day, everybody. Oh my gosh, hello. Hi, Libby. Hi, I won't get you on yet. So wow, there she is, star of the show, Cafe Claire. Hi.
We're open.
We're open. It's so exciting, everybody. This looks great, fantastic. This is the new seating area. Here it is. This is brilliant. We've literally just opened and people are coming in. It's a beautiful day. Oh, here's our merchandise this year. Looking super smart. We have a new system. Holly's there making sure it's all working. Wow, people are coming. I shouldn't sound surprised, but it's brilliant.
I don't know if you can read this. Lavatories will be out of order. Now, this is only part of the problem, because what's really happened is the usual thing that we have at Mapperton here, which is yet another water problem. We've got leaks in the park field and we don't even know where they are. So the last 3 or 4 days has just been very stressful for everybody on the estate, obviously for the people living here, and also for people going into our holiday lets, because people have not had water. And if there's one thing we all need for our day-to-day living, it is water. So what I got to do now is put up these signs, which alas will mean that there are no lavatories for at least another hour while they try to fix the supply back on, and then we'll go and take a look and see what's happening in the park field. We've got Raymond there, we've got Steve Kelly and his son, we've got a digger. It's all happening, but we still can't find the problem. You have water?
Again. Yeah.
Has it come on again?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they've just connected it back up.
They did it that quickly?
Yeah. Is that concerning? Or?
No, it's good news,
Yeah.
but I was just about to put the sign up saying that there is no water. So that is no longer true.
Keep them under the desk. In
So,
case
so hold on to
you have
those.
the
You've got
same.
some sellotape, haven't you?
Yes.
So if it happens again, then we can do that. Becca, thank you. All right. Well, it's all happening here at Mapperton. No sooner have I printed the posters than the water has been reconnected. So let's go and see what's happening. Right. I don't know what I do with this now. We know why we are having problems. And it's to do with this pipe work that went down a few years ago, because one of the things that I did when I first took over running Mapperton was I realised that the pipe work here was in some cases 50 to 100 years old, and it was failing. These were cast iron pipes, and they were pipes that were corroding and breaking, and we were losing so much water. So bit by bit over the years we have replaced a lot of the pipe work here, and of course what we should be doing is replacing it with this stuff. And it's supposed to last a very long time. However, that it is cracking on the inside. And this, we are told, is because of some fault with this batch of pipe, which means we're going to have to dig the whole lot out to replace it. And we've had, I don't know how many leaks we've had along there. Each time we've assumed it was just a small section, but I think it turns out the whole section needs to be replaced. So we're going to go have a look. Right, I am here at the site of the problem with Steve Kelly. Steve Kelly is the water engineer who has on many, many occasions over the years come to Mapperton at moments of crisis. And this is one of those moments, isn't it, Steve?
It certainly is, Luke. It certainly is. Yet again, another problem.
Yeah.
And we're finding out that it's that horrible pipe that you've got in your hand.
Yeah, I've just shown this. It's got these horrible cracks on
Yeah,
it.
we got
This one looks as though it's been squished though as well.
Yeah, I think.
But it shouldn't do that, should it?
Not really. No. This is medium density polyurethane tube, which as a way of closing it, we can actually squeeze it. We can squeeze it flat,
and it shouldn't crack
without
without
damaging it.
So we've got a materials problem. Is that right?
It is definitely a materials problem. And
Yeah.
we've been chasing it now. You can see we've got.
How many holes have you dug?
It's very time team, but I've been chasing it and chasing it and chasing it.
Found any archaeology while you've been at it?
A couple of old bones, and that's about
Couple
it,
of
really.
Yeah, there's lots of bodies buried here. Okay.
So that's where we are, but at the moment we've just got the cafe back on.
So cafe's back on. Yeah, I was
Cafe's
just
back
putting
on.
up the lavatories are closed sign, and they told me it would gone back on.
And,
so everyone's happy over there.
I think that is solid now, so we've got
Yeah.
no leaks upon this portion. So something beyond this manhole now.
So we think the leak now, we've isolated the leak to be beyond here, somewhere heading that way.
There's something here in this bit here, I'm sure.
What, just here,
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah.
Oh really, so you don't, so it's not further up anymore?
No, I don't think we got a problem back there
What about,
whatsoever.
why did you dig all those holes over there, out of interest?
Because I could hear a leak.
Yeah.
I
Right.
could hear, and that is the one I ultimately tracked down to this one here.
Right,
So
can you hear a leak now?
No.
No.
No. Where's my trusty?
Let's have a look at this
There's
thing.
my trusty.
This is a brilliant piece of kit.
Hydrophonic listening stick.
What's it called?
Hydrophonic listening stick.
Hydrophonic listening stick.
This is the trusty beast, and you basically attach that onto pipe wherever water is flowing through.
Yeah.
And
Right,
listen.
let's give it a go. Come on.
And listen, you see if you can.
Here we go. Right.
You do have to have a trained ear, mind you, Luke.
Are you telling me I don't have a trained ear,
Well,
Steve?
you might not have a water
I think
train.
you're
listening
quite
for
right.
the sound of almost a jet engine in the background.
Can't hear anything.
Good.
Oh, that's good.
Good.
Okay.
That's perfect.
So the jet would mean that somewhere we have a jet of water
the
spurting
jet
out.
would mean that the same thing we had here, where water was escaping through these little cracks.
Right.
And because it's water under pressure, you get a sound, and it makes a sound that comes up through that one.
Right.
It sounds like a jet engine.
So fantastic, we got the cafe back, but now we got to dig into here. Is that right?
We've got to dig into here now. We've got to try and find out what's going on
and
here.
try and find why don't you think it's further down from here?
Because I've got a funny feeling we've got something going on here.
Why have you got a funny feeling?
I don't know. It's just a gut. It's just a gut.
It's water people often have funny feelings.
It's just a gut feeling.
Water diviners. You're
just
a
a gut.
diviner as well,
Divining doesn't really work for me.
doesn't it?
No.
Yeah. You know we've got a diviner on the estate.
Yeah. I mean,
he's quite good, David.
Yes, I've seen it work, and I've also seen it fail.
But you've still got a funny feeling. That sounds like a diviner to me.
I've got a funny feeling. Well, what we have here is we got the line here now in a moment that goes to keepers.
Right.
So
okay.
in here,
there's a T,
here there is a fitting here that takes the line over to keepers.
Yeah.
And we've also got a fitting that we put on the pipe in here when we repaired it last time.
Right.
So there are a few fittings here that would be good to be able to straighten that out and replace that section so that it's not in my head anymore.
And longer term, I can see a long blue line, which is a replacement piece of polyethylene pipe. What are we going to do?
I am certain that this is just going to carry on.
Yeah.
And you know, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, I don't know how long.
Yeah.
We'll be back down here again doing the same thing.
Yeah. So we've got to lay that as a replacement pipe.
That I'm going to lay as a replacement to take me back up.
Yeah.
Back up to, we've put a valve up there now.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back up to that valve. So we've got some control in here, which we never had previously.
And what about beyond that valve?
Beyond that, I think.
You think it's all right, do you?
I think the pipe's possibly okay.
Possibly okay.
Possibly.
You've got a feeling?
I got a feeling about it, yeah. I have. I got a feeling. It's odd because when we cut the pipe up there, we're not having all these stress-related marks.
Yeah, okay.
So whether these guys, when they installed it, just had a rogue bit of tube that they chucked in or whatever, I really don't know.
Right, yeah. Somewhere out there there's a rogue.
There's a rogue.
There's a rogue, right.
There's a rogue.
Steve, I hope you continue to have good feelings about all of this, and I wish you the best luck finding the leak here. And I'll be back to kind of check in later.
We'll do our very best to try and nail it down today.
In the meantime, I love this device. It's just about fits on the end, doesn't it?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. There you go.
That's one of my most valued tools, apart from that young man over there.
What, your son?
My son.
He ought to be your most valued tool. I'm very pleased to hear it.
You can see that something's missing here, and that is the peacock tapestry. And I just want to say a huge thank you to so many of you who have generously donated to this amazing restoration project. The peacock tapestry has left Mapperton. It is now in the capable hands of Emma Telford, who is our, of course, tapestry conservator. She is the expert in the UK, and we are at 91% of reaching our fundraising goal. That is incredible. And when the peacock tapestry comes back to be rehung, it is going to go not here, because when the peacock tapestry comes back to Mapperton, it is going to be rehung here in the Great Hall. I think this is the perfect place. I will have the plaque with so many of your names on here who have donated generously. And Catherine Braganza, Queen of England, married to Charles II, she will be moving elsewhere. I haven't decided yet, but stay tuned. Be sure to watch Mapperton Live because you'll find out where she will be replaced. It is the first event here at Mapperton of the season. It is our annual spring plant fair. Tons of people. We have been open for an hour. I'm going to show you the car park. It's heaving. I'm going to show you everything, you guys. But it's an amazing day. It's a little bit overcast, but that's fine. And wow, I mean, I've already just bought some plants as well. This is what we're offering today. And things are going incredibly well. You can see we've changed the queue system here, which is very clever. So queues are here, and then that means that they can get their coffee over there. I'm gonna turn it around, spin it around. Wow, packed. This is our new recycling. We're doing all eco recycling packaging, which I'm really, really pleased. Like I said, we've only been open for an hour. And I mean, people queue up. Like we had a queue of about 20 people before, a half hour before we opened at 10 a.m. Some places are sold out. I'm trying to find salvia, and the 2 places have already sold out an hour in. So you got to get here early. I think a lot of people know that. Anyway, we're gonna go check up and see how everybody's doing up front. Car park is heaving, which is fantastic. Lovely to see. Oh my gosh, wow. So we've been open an hour and we have had 600 people come in already in 1 hour. That's crazy, over 600. We are off after the plant fair, putting up signs for the Easter Trail, which is based on our rewilding project, Holly, Susie, and myself. And these will be putting the stakes in. And these are hard clues, everybody, I have to say. What was the first clue? I'm small and nimble like a mouse.
Like a mouse. You'll find me in front of the...
And then you have to find a house. Is that working?
No.
Oh, it's going in. Do I need to get a mallet?
Because the ground's too hard, isn't it? Yeah, the ground is rock hard.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'll go get a mallet,
No,
everybody.
you need a-
We've done chickens, right, everybody?
Piggies.
Piggies are next. Let's go. Fountain Court. And we got more signs here. And here's our Easter Trail. Great. Sorry. Oh God. This is clever. Whoa.
What about in the soil? Like
That is not working. That is so not working. I didn't even get it.
And we're all complaining about not having rain. We need some rain.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God. Okay, here we go.
I bet you there's a tree root underneath. I bet it's slamming straight into it.
So I am on a photo shoot today for Country Life. Hopefully you can hear me, for Country Life. And the wonderful Millie is here, Pilkington, who did our photos last, when was it, Millie? July? Summer sometime. For a Hello magazine shoot. So maybe it was May, something like that. I can't remember. Something. Anyway, we're gonna give you all the behind the scenes, and I've got some great outfits, and I'll be letting you know where those are from as well. So yeah, it's nice to get glammed up every once in a while. This is obviously not what I'm gonna be wearing for the photo shoot. pleased with my gathering here. Now I'm going to arrange it. Look how pretty they are. And put it in the Great Hall. There is a tour going on right now. But when they walk back through, they will see my flower arrangement. Better late than never. I'm planting, everybody. This is very exciting. Susie and Jake have been instrumental in making this happen. So I just want to give huge kudos to them because I don't know anything about this stuff, but I'm learning. So I'm doing, what am I doing? Say sweet peas, broad beans, rocket, onions, dahlias. And a friend of mine, Victoria, who's series producer for the American Countess YouTube channel, sent me the dahlias, and they're called tubers. Yeah. See? Susie's straight line, and then do you see over and beyond there? There is Susie's straight, beautiful line, Julie's crooked train there, and in between there, because I wasn't paying attention, are onions.
Red onions.
Red onions. Then there are my broad beans, and we're going to come back and plant carrots and sweet peas, and eventually dahlias. Now what we're doing is we're going to plant in pots dahlias because Victoria, many of you know who Victoria is. She's the series producer, director behind my other YouTube channel, American Countess. And we've been working together since, can you believe this, 2018. And I explained to her about, she is a big gardener, green thumb. And I explained to her about dahlias and that last year, explained to everybody why. So I talked to Susie about, should I plant some dahlias? And she's like, you can, but this is what's happened.
Well, and we lost all our dahlias this year because it was so wet and they just don't like getting wet, so they rotted off.
Exactly. And you planted them straight from the seed, is that right? No.
From the tuber.
From the tuber, okay. So, right, but we're hoping this year it's not going to be like that. So yeah. Victoria has sent me, these are called dahlia tubers. Have you ever seen such a thing? It's great. And apparently you plant them like this.
Yeah, you do.
And you cover them.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we doing now? We're going to put them
into pots.
Yeah.
We'll put a little bit of compost in the bottom of the pot.
Yeah.
And then cover them right over in the pots. And then we'll label them all up so we know what we've got. And we'll put them in the cold frames.
There's cold frames in the kitchen garden. I didn't even know that term until 2 days ago.
Yeah.
In the cold frames.
And
what do the cold frames do? It keeps them colder?
It just, things that don't like to get too cold and wet, we just put them in there because got covers and they've got lids on, so it will just protect.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Here are the dahlias, everybody. There. And how long do you think they're gonna stay in here, Susie?
What are we? April. Till
We're
about
April.
June.
Till June. Wow. Till June, we're gonna water them, and then we're gonna plant them somewhere over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at those broad beans.
They look good, don't they? I gave them a drink this afternoon as well.
Oh, thank you. It's looking good. All right, Susie's teaching me what to do with my carrots. We're pleased with them. Remember, it was quite experimental, wasn't it?
Yeah, so this is experimental. It gets more experimental when they go in the garden. That's the really big experiment that they work.
Okay, so they've done well. So I'm going to take them. Oh, wow.
The roots there.
Yep, I see them.
And then little hole.
Yep.
Into the ground.
And put them in. How many centimeters apart?
About 10.
10, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a lot of carrots, if it works. We're still experimental, everybody.
Yeah.
This is the carrot experiment. Okay.
I've just...
Oh my gosh, look what she's done. This is amazing.
Got the little roots.
Look it. Oh my gosh.
They're really tiny.
They're really tiny. And then put them in, and they're ready to go in, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fingers crossed, carrots, we're gonna have them this summer.
And these salads.
Oh yeah, do you want me to do those as well?
Yeah, I could do those. So again, it's just pinching out right into the bottom.
I love how the way you pinch it, okay. And then
They can
put
just
it
go
in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do that this weekend. And then of course I've showed Susie what I've done here. Pak choy, tasty mustard. Were you like, what's tasty mustard?
Tasty mustard sounds good.
Tasty, it does sound good. Okay, so I did these right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll have a lot of salad this year. I still have like 3 more packs.
And then you've got parsley
Oh my gosh.
and some peppers that will go into the tomato house.
Okay, amazing. Lots of rockets still, in case we need more. And there's my special aubergines. We're just gonna watch them, right? Before I have to move them.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And we'll keep them in here.
Yeah, they stay in here. Okay, perfect.
And these may end up in the pots in Fountain Court in the summer.
Oh, what are those again?
A phlox creme brulee.
I saw creme brulee and I was like, what is that?
I got a free packet of seeds, so I just thought, sow them.
Okay,
See
so they
what
might go
look
in
like.
Fountain Court.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Anyway, stay tuned to Susie and Julie's vegetable gardening adventures together. Kitchen garden diaries, that's it. Love Mapperton? Well, be sure to stay connected with us behind the scenes. Subscribe to the Mapperton Live newsletter for exclusive updates on what Luke and I are up to each week, whether it's uncovering historic treasures, restoring on the estate, or preparing for the season ahead. You'll be the first to hear about upcoming events, special projects, and daily life at Mapperton. Don't miss out. Sign up today and experience the magic of Mapperton from wherever you are.